What was your most horrifying moment in school? Mine happened on the first day of the 6th grade. Back then, probably the most important decision a newly graduated 5th grader has to make during the summertime is what she will wear the very first day of 6th grade. In my area, 6th grade meant the beginning of middle school. Middle school meant a la carte lunches, dreaded showers after gym, and 8th grade girls. The first day in a new school could seal your fate for the rest of the school year. And what is one of the most important decisions I was going to make? What I was going to wear. After much consideration, I decided on a blue Florida Gators shirt, with matching blue Florida Gators shorts, tucked in, mind you, the ones with the gator sewn on the left leg trim. My parents bought it for me when we visited Florida in the summer. I thought I was the man. My new Florida Gators gear, starting a new school, and, get this, an older girl sat next to me on the bus. I think she was in 7th grade. I was riding pretty high, and actually made small talk. It went a little something like this. Me. Yeah, I'm excited for the first day. Her. Looks at my shorts. What's up with your shorts? Me. What do you mean? We got them on vacation. They are the Florida Gators. Huh? No. I can see. Oh my god. Is that your underwear? Me. What? Huh? This next line will haunt me for the rest of my life. Huh? Oh my god. You are wearing boxer shorts as shorts. I was in 6th grade. I didn't know what boxer shorts were. I always wore tighty whities. The dead giveaway that I was wearing underwear to school was the pee hole you get in boxers. I never even took notice, or let alone knew about boxers. At that age, all I ever wore were Umbro shorts, and these boxer shorts looked pretty similar to me. I spent the rest of the day trying to not have my gleaming white undies show out of the boxer shorts I was wearing, thinking they were normal shorts. It was the first day of school and I was just starting 1st grade. I was in a brand new school and I didn't know anybody, so I was really scared. About halfway through the day, I had to go to the bathroom. For some reason, even though my teacher was a really nice lady, I was afraid she was going to say I couldn't go to the bathroom. So I sat there and held my pee for as long as my little 6-year-old bladder would allow me to, which was about 3 minutes probably. Eventually I could not hold it in anymore and I pissed my pants. It got on the floor and went under my desk. Somehow, no one noticed that there was dripping water coming from underneath my chair, so I sat there with my wet pants for a good 20 minutes. Eventually the girl behind me raises her hand and I hear her say, "Mrs. Teacher, I have water under my desk." At this point I think I'm screwed and the teacher is going to call me out for pissing my pants and everyone is going to know and I'm never going to have any friends. But luckily the teacher said she would take care of it later, and then after the school day was over she called me up to her desk and says, "Etc. Did you go to the bathroom in your pants?" And at that point I just started crying because I was so embarrassed. The teacher was really nice about it though, and she told me that it's okay and that it happens to everyone sometimes. We made an agreement from that point on that every time I got up and went to the bathroom to do my business, she would give me a Skittle. So it all worked out in the end. That teacher is the best. I wish I got Skittles for not pissing my pants. All I get are these stupid unsoiled pants. Oh boy, kindergarten, probably the first week or so. I asked to use the bathroom. The girls' room has someone in it, so my teacher says to use the boys' room. It was single occupancy. So I walk in, and I see this new contraption there. I think to myself, well, that's a different kind of toilet, but it looks like fun. I drop my pants and hop up onto this bad boy and commence taking a dump. I forgot to lock the door. Hey, it was the boys' room. I was too distracted by being allowed into the boys' bathroom, and one of the other boys walks in and starts shouting to the class about how I pooped in the urinal. In 6th grade I went to the Bahamas with my parents for a winter vacation. On the beaches down there, women walk around and try to sell things, particularly hair braiding. I decided that getting my hair braided would be kind of cool, so I did. When we got back to the States, I decided to keep my braided hair, complete with green and white beads, for my first day back at school. I am a white male. It was one of the worst decisions of my adolescent life. May have wrote this before, I forget. Was in the 2nd grade, maybe 3rd. It's all kind of vague. I'm from the middle of nowhere, Texas, and we had barely enough kids for 2 classes of 14-ish kids. So the 2nd grade teachers' rooms are connected by bathrooms between them. Teacher A equals bathroom equals teacher B. The bathrooms consists of 2 toilets, no urinals. There are 2 connections between the room, 1 boy and 1 girls. I don't know if this was common for smaller schoolhouses back in the day, but it's how our podunk school was built. So, I went to drop a deuce. These didn't have locks, I guess, because we were little kids, I don't know. Anyway, unbeknownst to me, we are about to watch a movie. Teacher B's room. That's awesome, except she forgot I was in there, and had the kids line up single file to walk to the other classroom. So pretty much what happened was, I'm pooping and all the kids are walking through single file pointing at me and laughing, saying HAA he's pooping. It was traumatic. Chewing on red pen, it exploded. Desperate to get rid of disgusting taste, I ran up to teacher. She thought it was blood, started freaking the frick out. Called nurse up, ignoring my attempts to explain it was just ink. Couldn't talk coherently, because my mouth was filled with bitter red liquid. Red ink, saliva dribbling out my mouth. Desperate not to swallow it, tried to run out of classroom to water fountain. Teacher practically tackled me to stop me. Thought I'd gone batted crazy, bit my tongue off and was a danger to self, others. No one seemed to understand that it was just fricking ink. Eventually had mental evaluation, even after it was clear that there were no injuries and I could explain. No, really, my pen exploded. It didn't happen to me, but it was still horrifying to be a witness. I went on this sort of retreat, integration day, when I was in 5th grade with my class. We were getting some lecture in this tiny classroom and the teacher left for a few minutes to talk to someone outside. Cue all 20 kids going crazy, starting jumping up and down and just being kids. One of the girls decides at some point to go up to the dry erase board and erase whatever the teacher had written there, just to be annoying. Because it was the 5th grade and we were all super short, she had to jump up and down to reach whatever it was she was erasing. Out of nowhere we hear a scream and the girl looks down to her stomach. You know how some of those boards have the holder for the eraser? This one had a metal one, and pretty sharp at that. The girl sliced her stomach open when she jumped up. I just remember looking at her and looking at her open stomach and feeling like throwing up. All the kids start freaking out even more while she collapses to the floor and the teacher comes back and immediately grabs, edit, brags the girl is not a term I made up. The girl takes her outside and calls 911. She ended up being fine, had to go into the ER and got a bunch of stitches, but that's the first time I realized what was inside the human body, and it was terrifying. For a few years growing up I lived in a really small town, and the elementary school, middle school, and high school were all in the same building. When the high school kids had their homecoming spirit week, the entire school participated. Every day of the week students would dress up in some themed outfit, nerd day, twin day, etc. The first day was pajama day. I was 6 years old, in the 1st grade, and painfully uncool. Like, even for a 1st grader. Admittedly, I did it to myself. I was the teacher's aide, and a total goody two shoes. Also, my giant bug eye glasses, tinted blue, which I thought was awesome, only added to the list of things for which I was constantly teased. But pajama day was going to change all that. See, I had this super sweet purple onesie, complete with footies, that either would really push me over the edge, popularity wise. People would see me in it and think, man, that chick is so cool. Purple onesies are obviously the height of fashion. This may be the time to mention that I was a chronic bedwetter as a child. And the thing about being a bedwetter is, you're embarrassed and don't want anyone to know about it, even your parents. So you learn to do your own laundry really early. You hide the soiled sheets, clothes until you can inconspicuously wash them yourself. But sometimes this leads to confusion. Woke up that day full of anxious excitement. Suited up in my PJs. Got on the bus and rode to school. Exiting the bus, two girls in front of me make a comment about the stench of cat pee, and that's when the panic starts to set in. Had I grabbed from the wrong pile of clothes? Forgotten to wash? Hurriedly I dashed to the bathroom, locked myself in a stall, removed the offending garment and had a sniff. Frick. What have I done? How did I not notice the overwhelming scent sooner? Should I try and wash in the sink? That won't work. No wear dryers. Call my mum for a change of clothes? No way. Don't want her to be disappointed in me. Apparently going the whole day in pee clothes was preferable to parental judgment. So I left the bathroom, resolved to suck it up and tough it out. And then I look around at the other students. No one is wearing pajamas. It is clearly not pajama day, or any other day of Spirit Week, as I got the dates wrong the entire week. And there I am, in my urine-soaked purple onishi on a regular old Monday. The twist of it being the wrong day was what won me over. It's painful to read,